We finally got to watch a Trio Cash Cup for the first time since Chapter 2, and no, those Trio Quick Cups from Chapter 3 do not count. But anyways, we got to witness some of the best players in the world form trios yet again, and we saw some really good performances in round 1 of the Trio Cash Cup. And in this video, I'm going to go over some of these performances and also talk about which pros are playing with each other as of right now on both EU and NA, and talk about who qualified for round 2 of the Trio Cash Cup, which will take place tomorrow, since today there's an event happening in game. Now let's quickly go over some of the notable trios that are playing on EU. And as of right now, we have Vico, Chap, and Flixie, which have pretty much been a confirmed trio since after Globals. And this trio did actually end up playing the first Trio Cash Cup, and they did pretty well. Not the super dominant performance some people may have been thinking they were going to do, but at the end of the day, it was only opens. They're probably going to do super well in the finals. Then we had Rezon, Vidil, and Yanis. And this is kind of an unexpected team. I thought Yanis was maybe going to play with Pixie or Wox or something like that, since him and Pixie did pretty well at Globals. But Vidil, Yanis, and Rezon actually came second place in Opens and had a very nice match history. They got a first with 55 elims, a fourth, a ninth, a second, a fourth, a third, and another first with 29 elims. And in 7 matches, they got top 10 every single game. So a super solid Opens performance out of Vidil, Yanis, and Rezon. So I'm excited to see how this trio performs in the round 2 tomorrow. Then we also have Queasy, Vino, and Pixie, and this is probably a little bit of a surprising trio as well. As me personally, I would have thought Queasy and Vino would have played with maybe Thomas, but they probably wanted a more mechanical, fraggy player to finish off this trio. So I really like the addition of Pixie to Queasy and Vino. Then we have Swizzy, Murstache, and Vanya, who have also been pretty much confirmed since after Globals, and they actually ended up playing and they did qualify as well. Then we actually have 2 trios that actually didn't qualify for the round 2. We have Teeny, Chicho, and Wox, 3 players who got top 10 at the FNCS Global Championship, and none of them qualified, which kind of sucks to round 2. We'll have to see if they stick together for next week or not, or if they're going to look for trio. Then we also have Mongraal MrSavage, and Marius, a team me personally, and I bet a lot of other people, were hoping kind of worked out and they qualified, so they would have stick together, because I think Marius is a pretty solid addition to Mongraal MrSavage, but they ended up not qualifying. Hopefully they stick together for next week. We're going to have to see if they do. But if they don't stick together, I would honestly like to see Mongraal MrSavage maybe go and try to get kind of a player who kind of plays similar to Poyo. I know you can't really just get Poyo like that, but a Poyo type of player that's a really good role player and won't really sell your team a lot would be perfect to fit in this trio. But also I'm hoping Marius just sticks with them and they work it out and keep playing together. Then moving over to NA, we had Peterbot, Cold, and Booga play, and they've been pretty much confirmed for a while now. They ended up playing this tournament. Then we also had Rapid, Bolts, and Poyo, who I mentioned in my video yesterday. They ended up playing in this tournament as well. Then also we had Clix, Rise, and Muzz playing this tournament as well. And a lot of people were trying to tell me that Clix, Rise, and Muzz were not going to be playing in this tournament. And a lot of the confusion actually came because there's a $3,000 trios tournament that's happening, I think, next week. And Clix is going to be playing with Rapid and Bolts in that $3,000 tournament, I believe. And Poyo's going to be playing with Acorn and Dukes, I believe. So there's a couple trios in that $3,000 tournament that are a little bit different than these Cash Cups. I don't really know the reason for that, but we're just going to have to see how they play in the Trio Cash Cup and in that $3,000 tournament and see if that kind of affects things going forward with the trios. Then we also had Cooper, Mero, and Sphinx playing as well. And then we also had Kanata, Iamzo, and Batman Booga. Then lastly, we had Ritual, Agers, and Acorn. So Acorn, after getting dropped by Poyo, goes and plays with Ritual and Agers, and they ended up qualing. And going over 2 very good performances. In first place, we had Batman Booga, Kanata, and Iamzo with a pretty insane match history. They got 5 wins in their 8 matches. And without the 129th place, they would have had a very insane match history to look at. They got a win with 48 elims, a win with 37 elims, another second, a 7th, another win with 21 elims, another win with 23 elims, and then a win with 14 elims as well. So Batman Booga, Kanata, and Iamzo absolutely popped off in round 1. We'll have to see if they can carry this consistency into the finals. And then in second place, we had Rapid, Poyo, and Bolts put together a really solid performance as well. And Rapid and Bolts are once again looking very scary, even in trios now. In this tournament, they got a first with 54 limbs, a first with 16 limbs, a second place, another win with 20 limbs, another win with 18 limbs, and then a third place with 36 limbs. And if the last 2 weeks were an indication of how the round 2 is going to go for this trio, I'm expecting Rapid, Poyo, and Bolts to win it or to at least get second or third place. I'm expecting the top 3 as Rapid and Bolts are the hot hand right now. And I think Poyo is a perfect addition to this trio. And to be honest, I almost like this trio more than the Cold, Peterbot, and Booga trio. But we're honestly just gonna have to see how much Booga and Cold are grinding in that trio to see if Peterbot, Cold, and Booga will work out for the foreseeable future, and for Trio FNCS if they end up playing in like 2025. But remember, once again, the round 2 will be taking place tomorrow, not today, and it's not a set lobby as well. You have to remember that as well. It's a top 198 team round 2, so there will be 6 lobbies running at once. It's almost similar to the old FNCS round 4s we've had this year, where there were 250 duos in the round 4. So there's more than one lobby going at once, but the lobbies should be pretty stacked. So we're gonna have to see how it plays out. I'm not really mad they didn't do set lobbies as of right now. I just wish they weren't so late. The tournaments literally go to 2 a.m. if you're watching an A or playing an A and you live on the East Coast. So it's honestly super hard to watch without getting really tired, but that's really my only complaint. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me in this video, guys, going over the Trio Cash Cup round 1. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to never miss out on another video. And let's keep grinding. I'm going to keep posting these videos and expect another video after the round 2 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it as well so more people can see it. That's going to do it for me in this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.